this belief that all guns dream of becoming paintbrushes, sold in art supply stores, where hordes of people flock every time a ban on semi-automatic art is announced. These brush-toting citizens go to painting ranges to practice their brushstrokes. They teach their children how to properly handle a paintbrush, how to reconcile the weight of an object that is more powerful than the person holding it. Otherwise, there might be an accidental painting when a child discovers his father's art kit and inadvertently discharges a round of acrylic into his best friend's tiny chest, his lungs, heart, and body filling with an unimaginable brilliance he can barely contain. And then bank robbers burst into bank lobbies holding paintbrushes, nervously shouting things like, "Nobody move, reach for the sky, give me all of your inspiration." And the gangs that form in cities each represent their own unique art movements. Now the minimalists and the surrealists are bitter rivals, but the abstract expressionists are ruthless. Turf wars and riots break out in the middle of the streets for the mere need of color alone, the aftermath revealing large-scale tributes to Jackson Pollock and Lee Krasner. And let's not forget about the political extremists and terrorists who every so often go out on random painting sprees with a veritable arsenal of art supplies, leaving behind hordes of innocent bystanders to wallow in a pool of their own watercolors. Now, politicians on the left would argue for strict art control. Politicians on the right would argue that any form of art control is a clear violation of our Second Amendment right to keep and bear arts, not arms. That was a typo. So it makes sense that an instrument of destruction would desire to become an instrument of creation, given how the two acts are so inextricably intertwined, how the old is destroyed to create the new. You can't have music without destroying silence. You can't have dancing without destroying stillness, and any attempt to prove otherwise leads to madness, leads to the desperate urge to pull every echo out of your ear canal and return it to the piano keys from which they sprung. The only difference between a criminal and an artist is how you choose to destroy, and all guns dream of being held in the hands of an aspiring artist ready to render a masterpiece, finger trembling on the trigger, beauty bursting from the end of the barrel.